What's up, you guys? I have something I want to talk about today, and I don't have much time because my phone has been really strange. So, if you've been trying to contact me via text message, Snapchat, Twitter, anything really, it's been very difficult for me to see that or get notified. So, I have a conversation with my provider today to make sure everything's gonna be fixed. But anyway, very quickly, just want to share a little bit about what I feel for what's called If It Fits Your Macros, otherwise known as IIFYM. So, to those of you who don't know what that means, basically macros consist of lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates. So essentially, when looking at your macros and your calories as well, it's very important that we are hitting the proper macros to reach our goals. Now, you can eat whatever you want and still achieve your goals as long as you're hitting those macros, okay? So, for those of you who love to have pizza or cookies or chocolate, things like that, you can eat that and still achieve your goals. Granted, you want to be watching your sugar intake. It's going to affect, and I'll get into this because this is part of what's inspiring this. But if you're tracking it and you're knowing, and okay, well, having this ended up reaching this amount of carbs, this amount of protein, and this amount of lipids or fats, then you're good, right? But here's the thing. I think that as much as I can support If It Fits Your Macros, and I think it can be a great tool for people who need some flexible dieting, I will never understand the people who only eat whatever they want to achieve their goals. Okay, so now granted, just because you want let's say you want a veggie burger, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the unhealthy things that we want or crave. Now, I'm gonna repeat this. You can eat those things and still achieve your goals, so as long as it's fitting your calories and macros, and most specifically your calories. But I struggle with this because I see so many fitness professionals preaching this way of life, preaching if it fits your macros, eat whatever you want, and posting photos. Now, I'm sure that a lot of them do eat clean as well, but here's the deal. If you are putting a bunch of crap into your body just because it meets your caloric intake for the day or because it meets your proteins, carbs, or lipids, let me tell you something. Your body is not going to respond well to that, okay? Seriously, I know Elena crap does taste good sometimes, but here's the thing. Moderation, great, fine, whatever. I'm specifically talking about anybody who says that just eat whatever you want, track it, and it'll be fine. Now, I would say, yep, if that's the road you want to take, and that's going to be successful for you, go for it. But here's the deal. Our body is a functioning machine that properly, right? We cannot, and Elena, I know you don't, but we cannot be fueling our body with things that don't serve it. And something that, for some reason, lots of pros tend to leave out is the fact that what you eat actually affects the way your body breaks down particular foods and the way your blood sugar levels react. All of this plays a huge factor in most of what people want to achieve on any journey. Let's say it's sleep. Let's say it's better well-being from all levels of the spectrum. Let's say it's lower cholesterol, lower blood pressure. These things are highly affected by what you're putting into your body because of how the system responds to them. When you eat, let's say I'm going to make this a very simple example. When you eat a simple carbohydrate, your body is going to break it down differently than when you eat a complex carbohydrate. Your body doesn't necessarily know the difference between an apple and an Oreo cookie. Both are very simple carbs, but the thing is, they're gonna respond differently to it. Your body is gonna respond differently to it, and I don't understand why you'd want to fuel your body with things that are going to affect it in a negative way moving forward. It matters. It matters how you're busting. It matters how your body's taking in food. All of this matters. So why do so many people preach if it fits your macros. Now, I'm not 100% against it, okay? I give my clients the option. Like, listen, let's say one day you have this, like, cheat, or you have this massive restrict yourself forever. Like, it's a matter of balance and moderation. So if you wanted to have that, you could track it, and then you could see, like, okay, I noticed that now I have X amount of carbs, X fats, X amount of protein that I can take in. So, and calories. So you know, and you're aware of it. But for the people who are specifically just eating a bunch of crap throughout the day and tracking it and going, oh, well, right amount of carbs, I'm getting the right amount of fats, I'm getting the right amount of protein, I'm good, I'm below my caloric intake, or I'm above it, whatever your goals are, I'm fine. But things build up in your system. There are certain things that your body is not happy with. You don't want clogged arteries, do you? You don't want to have to suffer with high blood pressure. You don't want to have to suffer things like diabetes, or having really poor metabolism, or really terrible digestive tract because of what you're putting into your body. I'm just sharing this because, and if I were to just say, like, oh yeah, it's out there, it's fine, like I recognize you can eat what you want and achieve your, I'm referring to like things that are unhealthy, but I don't agree with it all the time. I really don't. If it's in moderation, balance, just so you can achieve your goals, eating the if it fits your macros way, I'll never understand it. Because remember, our body, I'm going to repeat this, our body's a machine. We have to fuel it with what we want to serve and perform at a high level. If we're constantly putting in crap foods, it's going to put out a crap result, and whatever's forming on the inside, like I mentioned, do you want clogged arteries? Do you want a bunch of that crap happening inside? Do you want to have a very fast response, increasing your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels? Do you want to be feeling groggy, like really, really quickly? Do you want to feel heavy? Like, when you feel these things, it's your body telling you something is wrong. Similar to before you have a heart attack, you have signals going off in different parts of your bodies telling you, hey, something's wrong, better help us now, so you don't die. Like, I just recommend fuel it in a way that shows that you love it. Self-love comes from a place of also action. So show yourself some love and fuel your body with things that serve it, with the mindset of having a no restriction look on foods, allowing yourself to eat what you want in moderation. And you hear this all the time, but then you see people preaching, eat whatever you want, achieve your goals as long as you're below your calories. Not anymore. I'm just done with it. If you agree with this, if you are realizing, or you have already realized, that this is just a bunch of crap when people tell you eat whatever you want, like, you have other things matter than your aesthetics. Other things matter than the way your body looks. The actual performance of the inside function of your body, the way, you know, your heart beats, and the way blood moves through your system, and the way your bones growing and moving, and the way your bones are actually staying strong or not staying strong, all of this freaking matters. And what do you think is building all of this? It's what we're fueling our cells, because our cells make up our tissues, which make up our organs, which of course is going to make up our systems. Like, so simple yet. With that being said, let me know how you feel about this. I'm curious. I feel there is some controversy around this idea, but I just want to let you guys know I'm coming from a place of love. I want to make sure that you are feeling great, feeling amazing about what you're putting into your body, and truly performing and functioning at a high level, because sometimes we don't even know that we're not eating properly until we change something. So, please let me know what you think. There are so many people out there who need to hear this, or if you know people who need to hear this, just let them know why it matters, because it's just really important that they understand why it matters to you. to them as well. With that being said, I'm gonna love y'all and say goodbye. So no matter where you guys are in the world, I just hope no matter what time it is, you make it an awesome time.